Broadcasting live from the Albay Pio News Center, providing you the most exclusive news updates from all over the province. This is 12 o'clock Newsbreak. In the local scene, the increasing trend in abuses involving women and children in Albay, as reported by the Albay Police Office, has prompted the provincial government to hold the first ever Provincial Violence Against Women Congress or VAUCON on December 11, 2023 at the Albay Astrodome, Legazpi City. The said event was aimed to raise awareness on the increasing trend of reported violations on the rights of women by fostering dialogue, sharing strategies, as well as capacitating anti-VAUC advocates to address and prevent cases of violence inflicted on women and their children. During the VAUCON, Police Maj Nora Vizcaya, Philippine National Police Women and Child Protection Desk Chief of the Albay Provincial Police Office, reported that from January of 2019 to November of the current year, the province of Albay recorded a total of 287 cases of violations of Republic Act 9262 or the Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act of 2004. In a related story, Gender Development Office or GAD encouraged newly elected local legislators and officials in Albay to support the causes and intensify efforts to achieve a violence against women VAU-free province. Dr. Rowena L. Ondiz, chair of the GAD Focal Point System Technical Working Group, emphasized the crucial role of the newly elected barangay officials and newly appointed barangay VAU desk persons in championing causes that will eradicate cases of gender-based violence in the province. Moreover, the official stressed the importance of the recently concluded Albay VAUCON, stating that such initiative will further enhance the knowledge and commitment of the newly appointed barangay VAU desk persons and elected officials after the 2023 Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections. In another news, the provincial government of Albay, through the leadership of Governor Edsel Grex Lagman, will provide livelihood and starter kits to farmers and fishermen of Rapu-Rapu town affected by the northeast and southwest monsoons. Along with the technical assistance and capacity development trainings, 9 organizations will receive 10 heads of piglets, 4 bags of hog starter feeds, 13 bags of hog grower feeds, 14 bags of hog finisher feeds, and pig pen construction materials consisting of 4 cubic meters of sand, 2 cubic meters of gravel, 10 bags of cement, and 10 pieces of 10mm and 8 pieces 8mm reinforcing steel bars, and 14 pieces of GI sheet. Karakaran Kalipi organization will receive ingredients, supplies, and kitchenware for sardine making, which consists of 200 kilos of fresh tamban or sardinella fish, 5 2 kilograms per jar green olives, 20 liters olive oil, 5 2 kilogram per jar pickles, 20 kilograms of carrots, 4 kilograms fresh garlic, 1 kilo black pepper, 4 kilos of fresh chili, 2 kilos of iodized salt, 1 gallon fish sauce, 1 kilogram of laurel leaves, 600 pieces of 120 ml glass jars, 400 pieces of 200 ml glass jars, 2 units of heavy-duty 8-quart crock pot, 2 units gas tank with hose and regulator, 2 units stove, 2 loads LPG gas with content, and 2 units bottle sealing machine. In the national scene, by organizing a gift-giving activity, the Philippine Red Cross continued its support for the Center for Health Improvement and Life Development, a temporary shelter for indigent children with cancer undergoing medical treatment. The organization's gift-giving activity on December 10 provided toys and hygiene kits to over 50 children and teenagers battling cancer. Beyond these gifts, the PRC's ongoing blood assistance program for children battling leukemia was also emphasized. In another story, a bill seeking to develop the country's defense industry and enhance its locally produced advanced weaponry and equipment for the armed forces has been approved by the Senate on the third and final reading. The chamber passed Senate Bill number 2455, also known as the Self-Reliant Defense Posture Revitalization Act, which is designed to revitalize and strengthen the defense posture program of the country while promoting the development of a national defense industry. Principally authored by Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri, the proposed measure seeks to lessen the Philippines' dependence on foreign and overseas suppliers and help generate employment opportunities by Section 12, Article 12 of the Philippine Constitution. In another news, President Marcos Jr. ordered the creation of a task force to mitigate the effects of El Niño. The task force will be led by the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council under the Office of the President. It came after the Department of Science and Technology, or DOST, reported that the El Niño phenomenon is seen to persist until the second quarter of next year, where most parts of the country will experience drought. Marcos stressed the need to prioritize efforts based on short-term and long-term interventions of the government. Under the National Action Plan for El Niño, the government identified 5 sectors where plans and activities are being laid down to mitigate the effects of El Niño, namely in water, food, power, health, and public safety. And in the news outside the country, a former Canadian chef accused of selling suicide kits that lead to deaths in several countries was charged Monday with 14 counts of murder related to suicides in Canada as a result of his online scheme. The charges filed against Kenneth Law, 58, are on top of 14 pressed charges he had previously for allegedly counseling and or aiding suicides across Ontario province. His defense lawyer Matthew Gurley also confirmed that Law has been charged with 14 new counts of second-degree murder. Law was arrested in May for marketing a substance that is used as a food additive but can kill if misused. He is said to have targeted vulnerable people online. In another story, heavy urban battles raged Monday in the bloodiest ever war in Gaza, with more than 18,200 Palestinians and 104 Israeli soldiers reported dead amid a spiraling humanitarian crisis. The war was triggered by Hamas' October 7 attacks that killed some 1,200 people in southern Israel and saw dozens of hostages dragged back to Gaza. It has warned the remaining 137 hostages won't survive unless Israel meets its demands and frees more Palestinian prisoners. Finally, the news outside the country. China's President Xi Jinping will visit Vietnam for the first time in 6 years, seeking to counter the United States' growing influence with the communist nation. Xi will meet the leaders of Vietnam's ruling Communist Party, Nguyen Phu Trong, after it upgraded its diplomatic ties with Washington when U.S. President Joe Biden visited in September. Biden's visit was part of U.S. efforts around the world to contain China's rising economic power and to secure supplies of crucial materials needed for high-tech manufacturing. Vietnam has long pursued a bamboo diplomacy approach, striving to stay on good terms with both powers. And that's all for the 12 o'clock news break, December 13, 2023. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer, Joy Duque, and on the technical side, Chad Bobis. Our Provincial Information Officer, Attorney Marilu Duca Castillo, under the supervision of our Governor, Attorney Edsel Grex Lagman. Pinch hitting for Mr. Greg Halyare. This is Ella SILERIO. Thank you for subscribing.